Hey everybody, Scruff here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I'm going to showcase quite a few sheds, animal sheds, buildings and placeables that have been made by two players that have turned to modding very recently and doing a cracking job. And they're all UK styled sheds or buildings, and they're actually superb and impressive. And it just goes to show that I know we've lost a lot of modders, but there is some new people getting into the modding scene for FS25, and I wanted to showcase this. So big thank you to Black Ice and Living on a Player, the two modders that have joined forces, and they're now calling themselves L&B Modding. You can find a couple of these currently on the itch.io page that I'll put a link in the video description, but I've also got my hands on a few more to showcase, and we're going to go through them one by one. So we'll start off with the one right in front of me. We're going to work our way around. I have tried to place them. I'm on saxling them. Obviously, I wouldn't naturally place all these so close together. I've just wanted to put them down to showcase them. So we're going to go through 7. That's how many I've got. There's loads of them, and they're planning on making a lot more as well. But there's 7 of them. The first one in front of me is called UK Shed. It's as simple as that. It's a UK shed that you can go in and put some storage in. But these have been designed and modelled directly in Blender by these two modding, or let's call them L&B Modding. And you can even see they've put a nice logo on their sheds to kind of make sure you know it's L&B Modding. But it's all UK equipment, and I just thought with Saxonham on the verge of releasing on the 1st of August, this is the perfect stuff that hopefully will come to the game, and you can start placing these down and building your own custom layouts and farms. And it's stunning. It's really nice shed, good for storage, for harvester equipment, and you've even got a workshop. So I'll put on let's just quickly go to general settings, interactive. Let's put everything on so you can see the triggers. But there you go. You've got a workshop trigger in this one as well. So pretty standard shed, but love the fact that it's UK styled, and it's well worth a showcase. So let's turn the lights back on. I like how they all individually go on in a pattern there. That is pretty cool. So yeah, that's the first one, the UK shed. I like the fact they're all kind of themed and coloured the same. So if you wanted to, if you put all these down, you're going to build the same style each time. So then this one in front of us right now, this one is called the UK 3-bay machinery shed. So pretty straightforward what it is. It's a storage point it's a shed just to store some machinery in. It's open. It's got a front opening, but yeah, nice slats and concrete and the metal girders. I love the fact that they've done this all themselves though. This is all done in Blender, so they really have made this from the ground up, textures and everything from what I understand, and it's stunning. So the next one we're looking at now is their UK bale shed, and it stores 1,344 bales. And it's an auto spawn one as well, so you can just drive in and it'll stack them automatically. Massive, what I would call like a straw shed or hay bale shed, just to kind of keep it covered from the rain. Massive as well. Plenty storage on that one. Super impressed. I mean, I'd love to be able to learn Blender and do this. It's impressive work. To think that these are the first models they've done and made together for the game to make more UK machinery available for us as players is, outstanding, really. So this one in front of us is the UK indoor silage clamp. So this is a bunker. So you can put your silage in, and as you can see, it's a pretty big size bunker, and I like the fact that it's covered. Plenty of headroom as well, so if you're in here tipping with a trailer, you've got loads of room for that to happen. But yeah, big silage bunker. So eventually these will hopefully all come to his itch.io page. I know there's going to be a lot of people asking, will these be coming to console? Currently, not entirely sure. What Living on a Player said is it is in the works. It's the plan eventually to send these to Giants. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will happen. But the original plan is for PC only on the itch.io page, and then eventually moving over to Mod Hub. But I like the fact that they've just got so many in the works, and they've made, some pretty decent stuff here. I mean, we haven't even got onto the cow sheds yet, which, again, is a lot more involved in that than just like a shed. Like this one as well. Like, obviously, you have to put a lot of XML work into this to have all the triggers and the spawn point for the bales, but the same goes for the animal shed. And you can see this is a pretty hefty size cow shed with some additional storage spaces and bays in the cow shed. So this one's called the UK cattle shed with storage. It looks pretty cool. We've got some custom gates as well, which are nice to see. And you've got your triggers and good stuff. You've got your feed trough here, bale trigger. Exactly as you'd expect, but I like the fact that they've added in they've added in points where you can visualize the water. They've even got the brush as well. And then you've got the points for storage, so you can put bales in there, part your feed mixer in there. Yeah, impressive. Let's just show you how much it holds. It holds 35. You can see that there in the information box. Honestly, they've done a cracking job. I like the fact that two people have, because they're basically players. Let's be honest, they're players of the game that have thought to themselves, I want this, I want that. What's the best way to get it? Let's make it. And that's what they've done, but now they're sharing it with us. And I think they get a lot of enjoyment from the interaction I've had with both of them. It seems like they get a lot of enjoyment out of making mods for people and also seeing that they're getting used and, they're making a difference to people as well that are playing the game. So right in front of me, I know I've not placed this very well, so try and ignore that. But this one is a grain shed. So this is called the UK Grain Machinery Shed. So with the name, it pretty much tells you that you can use it to store grain in the two bays, or you can put your machinery in. But I like the fact that you've got a grain shed, because it is a common feature in the UK to tip your grain on the floor in a shed like this, have a bit of airflow, which you can see up there. You've got the two fans, and with that you can, let's just turn these fans on. So there you go, you can actually turn the fans on and you can visualize the fact that they're actually moving, so the animations are there. But then you've got this side some lights, so you can turn your lights on, which I think is super cool. This is actually probably one of the best grain sheds I've seen, because of the fact it's got the fans and the noise. So if you've got your grain store in here, you can turn the fans on so it's got nice airflow, so you don't get any mold or growth on your grain as you're storing it in these two bays. And you've got a partition between them, so you can do barley, wheat, or whatever it is you're storing in here. So love the grain shed, definitely love the grain shed. But again, it's good the fact that we've got so many options, because you could build a farm with all this. You can actually build a full farm and they'd all look the same as if you went to the same contractor to put these sheds up. So let's move on to the next one, and this is the final one. I think that's right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the last one, number 7. This one is called the UK Large Cattle Shed. And as you can probably tell from the name, it's made for beef stock and cattle. So it holds 80, and it's got all the triggers and everything you'd expect. There's no outdoor pasture. There is a gate though, so you could open the gate and they could technically go out, but there's no nav mesh, because you can't, when you place it down, there was no option, as far as I'm aware, to put a custom pasture, which would be a nice addition to this if there was one recommendation with this large cattle shed, because you've got the outdoor section where they can clearly go out. If you had the option when placing it down to put a custom pasture, a meadow pasture, so they do have an extended nav mesh that can go outside the shed, I think that'd be a really cool addition. But it's nice and spacey, especially in here, in this section. You could store a lot of stuff in here. And I don't know if the straw, it looks like the straw plane's definitely in there, but I'm hoping this is just for like texture, because the cows don't roam here. So yeah, the stuff, you can see where they're supposed to be, where the mud automatically spawns, and the straw, I imagine, would obviously raise up as the fill plane was interacted with, so putting straw bales in. But out in the back, you'd like to have, if I placed it on a flatter area as well, it wouldn't look like this, but you could have an outdoor section that, went out, and you could put a custom grass pasture. That'd be perfect for this. But it's a nice big shed. And again, it's a good option for extra storage. And you can see the entrance here next to the story point. So you come in there. You can also drive through that way. So easy access when using a feed mixer, but loads of extra storage in here as well if you need it. Now, what I like the most about all this combined is there's just so many options. And if you put them all together, it makes a farm. But they're also working on a lot of other stuff. I've seen some pictures of the kind of work in progress right now, and that's a big dairy shed. So for dairy cattle, and you actually got a parlour in it, which I think is something we've lacked since like FS17, FS19 days. We used to have a lot of farms on maps basically that had a dairy farm on that had a parlour. So it's nice to get that option. And again, it's probably going to have the same style. Maybe in the future they'll give us options to change the colour of the beams. You could place a blue one, a green one, or the red one we're looking at. That could be a nice idea to build on and expand these out. But I really like the look of them. I do. I think they're superb. And it's nice to see more UK equipment come into the game. And I love the idea that two players have joined forces and are making some models for us to play with whilst on FS25. So I applaud it. I thought it was well worth a showcase. I thank them for sending me over. Yeah, L&B Modding. Check the link in the video description. Go show them some support. Download their available ones right now, which I'll let you know exactly which ones they are. Like I said, it's exciting because they're going to be working on a lot of other stuff. They even asked me, which I thought was, really nice, but they even asked me if I got any suggestions. And I had one in mind, so I'm going to get some pictures of it, which is a sheep one that I actually work in. It's got an automatic robot, so it's a bit of a challenge, but if you can get that done, well, that'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, L&B Modding. Honestly, you guys have pretty much smashed it out, and I'm excited to see what else you bring to the table for FS25 and UK placeable buildings and sheds. So before I go, the two that are available right now on the itch.io page is this UK large beef shed, so this one here, and also the other cow shed. This one is available. So the things that currently aren't on the itch.io page are the grain shed, the kind of workshop shed here, the 3-bay, the silage one, and this bale storage point. So I don't know exactly when that's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. We'll keep an eye out on that itch.io page as soon as they've had, I imagine some testing. They'll be available. And yeah, keep an eye out. Keep going back to that itch.io page to see what else they bring out for us players to experience. And thank you so much again for the hard work and dedication to the community. I know in the comment section people will appreciate the fact that you're making all this stuff for anyone that wants to build a UK style farm. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up for me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator. See you, everybody.